I'm nervous.
Right here. Oh,
Y'all can see, guys, this zone, even in the beta, is just swarming. You can go to your raid table and you can allow any family member to start a raid. Come at me,
Yeah.
bro. PC Master Race. Oh no. Hey guys, I missed so many changes in my last video. Sorry about that. Normally I would record a few more if I missed some and kind of throw it in there and the editors kind of stick it in there. But I was going off. My family did an early Christmas, and so we were doing that when they told us, hey, you can talk about the update before it's actually out. It's pretty cool that they added the open beta. Any of you guys can now join the beta. You will start out with new accounts, and that definitely gives you, some disadvantage. But from what I understand, you get to keep that progress on that server. So the next time there's a beta, you'll be able to keep going on that character, and you get to experience the update a little bit early. But the first change that I forgot to mention is just that there's snowballs now. So this is the blue snowball, and then here is the green snowball, and you can see that the blue snowball is just a little bit more festive, but you can have your little snowball fights, and the sound effects are not as much as I thought they would be. Not sure what that's about. All I'm hearing is footprints. So now again, some of the stuff that I'm showing you guys in the beta are not gonna be there's always little changes, and this is stuff that, it's always hard to know. Now you guys have access to the beta, so I don't have to worry about, I can just show you guys because you can see it yourself if you join the beta. But you see all these Christmas lights, that's probably going to stay. Obviously this will have a Christmas theme. We got a snowman here. There's like 100 changes just in Newheim here. I don't think, let's see if anything's different here. No. Wow, that was really loud. So yeah, no changes other than just decorative changes here, and then of course the snow fight. There is also 3 types of fireworks now. So we'll pull up the green one and the blue one first. So make sure I do this in order. So the green one is, I think, what we're used to. No, it's a little different. Okay, so the green one is kind of similar to what we're used to. There's the blue one. So I'm going to show you the blue one as well. So there's the blue one. It looks a little different than, yeah. So I love this because it adds quite a bit of diversity to the different, like now when you do fireworks, you got a lot of different looks. And then for the last one, the purple one, which you can get from the Giants at Odin's, is this one right here. So a little bit fancier, a little bit prettier. The sound effects are pretty much the same. So, but there you go. You got 3 different types of fireworks, which makes it just a little bit more exciting. I hope they keep these 3 different types of fireworks. Obviously the snowballs are just going to be seasonal, but the fireworks, I hope they keep them, because fireworks is one of the things that I love about this game. One of the little trivial things they add in there. You win in tournaments, you get fireworks, and I think people find the best ways to use them, which is just a fun aspect of the game. There's fireworks here too. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is another change. You do the quest for the day, and not only do you get silver, but you also get the blue fireworks, which is pretty cool. Okay, so old fireworks. The old fireworks we used to have turned into the green ones. I don't know if there's a way to get the green ones or not, but they're obviously still in the game, so I'm assuming that there's still a way to get them at some level. So okay, so that's Newheim. It's just a fun decorative, yeah, it's just decorated differently. I've got my team on here. I don't know if this is gonna stay my team, if this is like a reoccurring thing, but I do want to connect with a lot of YouTubers in this game, and so I'm really butchering his name, but Typidlapple,
Yeah, hey.
is he's on here with me. He's on voice chat here. He said he's feeling a little timid. I don't know if y'all just heard him talk a little bit. You want to say hi to everyone?
Yeah, hey everyone.
He
And
is.
sub to JCF.
Thanks. Are you? Is your YouTube channel in French or in English?
Mine is English, but I don't really talk.
You don't really talk, so you mostly use text.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's great to have you. You are, you're an official partner with Frostborn, right?
Frostborn, yeah.
Yes. Great. Okay, so we did the fireworks. Another change that I want to show you guys, I think this is a really fantastic change. They added, so there's the trees again, which is just so awesome. They added now for the team leader, so in this one I'm the team leader, you can go to your raid table and you can allow any family member to start a raid. So one of you guys want to start a raid? So you see that the raid just got started and I didn't do it. So that is a huge change. That's a really good change. Sometimes, your team leader isn't able to be there all the time. They're on vacation and your team's like, we're stuck, So obviously don't allow your team if you don't trust them, because they could start a raid when you're not on. But hopefully, their team trusts you. So you just got to kind of factor that in. So that's a really good change. One thing that I was hoping that they would change that they haven't changed yet is when you go to your resources, it still just shows your resources. It doesn't show your whole family's resources or anything that people have opened up to you, which is a little bit sad to me, because right now on my main account that I've been playing a lot on in West Europe, my guys, they put all of the stuff that you normally build stuff with in like Kitty's base or Josh's base, and every time I want to build anything, I have to go and I can't use the advantage of being able to just build like a simple bow, or it's so dumb. And so that's been frustrating. When you tap on player's name on minimap, then it moved the camera to him. Got it. So if I click on Typidlapple, so it didn't used to do that? I guess I never tried it.
I'm not sure if it's new, but I just found it yet. So.
Yeah, I think that might be new. That's really cool. Okay, that's an easier way to get through the minimap, especially if you're trying to follow a teammate. You can quickly click on it and start traveling there.
Yeah.
So, Mahmoud said it's old. It's already been there, but from last update. That's not that old. It's a little old. That was one of the hidden changes I missed last update. Okay, so here's another big change that's super controversial. I'm going to go to the red zone for this one. And that is that you can no longer do quick sneak attacks. This is going to make a lot of you guys angry, and there is some bittersweet to it. All right, we're going to enter with friends. So they made it now to where, okay, I'm going to, just in case I see someone. If you click this, you switch into stealth. You can't sneak attack until the stealth happens. And so there's that delay. That's not as, someone said it was a 2-second delay. But that's, I would say that's like a 1-second delay. But anyways, but still, it doesn't matter. Even if it's just a 1-second delay, this means you can't really get sneak attacks in PvP anymore, which really nerfs anyone with a fire dagger. Really, it makes it to where the assassin is the only one that is able to truly get a sneak attack. Maybe if you hide it in a bush, but the problem is you can't sneak attack from the front. So you would have to wait until they run past you and not see you, or at least not react in time, and then do your sneak attack to get a sneak attack from the bush. And then if you're an assassin, you get another sneak attack. It's practically unusable. The assassin's, you know what? I would say the assassin is still a decent character, but it's no longer, I don't even think it's going to be in the top 5. There are some really good friends that I have that are really good assassins, and they're like, it's not even going to be a top 5 class in PvP anymore, which is a huge nerf for the assassin, but I don't mind that as much. Nerfing the assassin, it was very powerful. The bigger problem is now the rogue is unusable in PvP, and the bandit has always been weak, and now it's even weaker. So I think this was a mistake. And then the berserk was also nerfed, which again, the berserk is not as big a deal because it was a top 5 class, and I think anytime you're dealing with a top 5 class, I think we need to be okay with it being nerfed. But the fact that, you know, Thrasher, the Thrasher and the rogue and the bandit, especially the bandit, all of those, and the rogue, actually really all of the melee classes that weren't good at PvP are now even worse at PvP. This is just, I think it's not that it's a bad move, it's just that it just shows that Kafir is not, it doesn't seem like they're focusing enough on making actual balance changes. Because if this was a balance change, then they would have, you know, nerfed the assassin. It just seems like they just didn't want sneaking to be, like they wanted to set up a new thing of sneaking, and they weren't thinking about balance changes, which if you guys watched the last Frostcast episode, we were already talking about them needing to do more balance changes. The sharpshooter was the best solo PvP class, and the assassin was the only way to maybe even counter. Maybe the fire mage is a way to counter it as well, but the point is, now the assassin's off the table, which makes the sharpshooter, which was already the best, even that much better. And so it's just it's just disappointing that they're not factoring in, hey, every update, in my opinion, every single update that they release for this game should have balance combinations factored in. They should have little tweaks here and there. Personally, I mentioned that Frostcast. I think the Thrasher should be, his health should be moved up to 300. I think that the Bandit, you can move its health up to 300. If you want it to be a tank, you could give him his bola, his throwing daggers a little bit longer, or a slower cooldown, or make the, you know, they made that blinding stun, which was super OP before they fixed it, but they changed it from like a half a second to 2.5 seconds. Like that was just way too extreme of a change. So maybe make it 1.5 seconds, you know, make it somewhere where it is more reasonable. You want to make all the classes have some kind of representation. So this is kind of an obvious one that I didn't technically mention in my last hidden changes video, but they got rid of the green locations, the green PvP locations. This was a great change. Those locations were hardly ever used. No one really wants to go to a green zone for PvP. So changing those for these was just a really good change. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this beta is you'll notice I didn't have any shield coming into this fire event. That I hope is a mistake. I didn't know if they wanted to make that to where, you know, when you come out, you know, so because you're going to be down there, you're going to get the treasure, and I don't know if they wanted it to where when you come out that there won't be a shield, which I could see there being an argument for that. But the problem with that is that with people's loading screens, a lot of people are going to die and not, you know, there's no shield here. So I have fast loading screens. It's not going to be a problem for me, but it's going to be a problem for a lot of you guys. I was thinking, you know, one of the research team members had a brilliant idea for the devs. He said, look, just make a shield that disappears as soon as you move. And that way you have a shield, and you know, you have a shield so that you can wait on your loading time, but you can't move. So it's like you stay there with your shield, and as soon as you move, people can trap you and bully you and keep you trapped, so that, you know, it still makes this zone super dangerous, which is maybe what the devs are wanting. But it's not good to not have a shield, because people with worse phones or worse internet than someone like me is going to be, they're just going to die before they even realize what happens. Okay, so while we're talking about these PvP locations, one of the things that I mentioned in the last hidden changes video, which was a hidden change or was a change, is all of the loot I showed you guys. Well, they nerfed that loot, and a lot of people are already upset about this, and I think, guys, calm down. The amount of loot that they added in this event was crazy. To add a gold cache every 2 hours into play for 1 out of 4 teams was a ridiculous amount of loot. Now, you might say, well, I don't know if I'm going to go to this event, because you know, getting 2 purple items and a few runes and a few other items, I mean, it's still like half of a gold cache or a third of a gold cache. You might be like, that's not worth all the dying, and it may not be worth it to you, but it's going to be worth it to a lot of people, because honestly, even in the beta, we've been getting rich from a lot of people just by, you know, actually I want to show you guys the druid treasure, because one of the things, you know, like, you get rich from the PvP. Okay, if you're good at PvP, if you're good at choosing your battles, that's actually where you get rich. And there's so much PvP during these zones. Even in the beta, I'm seeing a ton of PvP, because a lot of people are getting on here, and so it's just a lot of fun. And obviously, if you win, you get all of their gear, which is a lot of, you know, that's a lot of purple gear. But even if you're not strong enough to win, if you are careful, you can come in here and you can just hide in. Actually, don't hide in these bushes, you're gonna die. But if you're just like solo player, you can come and hide in one of these bushes, and people will look for you. So you know, you need to be prepared to, like, you're gonna die sometimes. But what is probably gonna happen if you do this enough is you're gonna hide in this bush, and 2 other teams with good gear are gonna fight it out, and they're gonna kill off a couple of, you know, one of their teams and chase the other 2 people. And if you run in there and you know, kill the guys that are like crawling around, you kill them, you take their stuff, you run, and then those other 2 teams with good gear are going to basically, you know, be fighting it out for that gear, and you're just going to be scavenged. So if you're not a high level player, if you can't take it, if your team's not on, still come to these zones and see if you can figure out, you know, like, don't bring that great of gear, just enough to get in, just enough to hit that battle rating, and then come in. And you can have up to 5 teams. I thought it was 4 because of the other one. So he says it's 5 teams. I don't understand why it would be 5 teams, because you know, they're set up in quadrants. But anyways, it's a lot of teams. This place is crazy. Obviously, there's not a lot of people right now because the treasure, you know, it's already been opened. But when it's about to open, when it notifies you a new event is happening, the chest will open in 5 minutes. This place gets swarmed with people. Even in the beta, I can't imagine what it's going to be in global. So come in, try to scavenge, try to get some stuff. Don't bring gear you can't lose, but get some, you know, try to scavenge for some gear, and then get out and get rich. This is going to be a full of life zone. Oh, also, on another change they made since my last hidden changes video is opening the chest in these PvP zones has moved from like 3 seconds or whatever it was pretty long, to like 10 seconds. It takes so long to open a chest, which means that you're not going to be able to just run in there and grab the chest and run out. Like, even if 2 teams are fighting and they're pushing and they're chasing, don't try to, I mean, opening the chest, you're going to have to wait there for 10 seconds to open that chest. It's not a wise decision. Maybe if you got one team who's like a thrasher, one teammate who's like a thrasher, he can run in there right after they open, and then he can stun everyone, and then he can run off, and then you can come in and grab it. But it's already got to be open because you're not going to be able to sit there for 10 seconds. That team will be able to return in time to kill you. Okay, so when you go over to Odin's, not only do the Giants of Odin's give fireworks now, it's like a rare drop on a giant at Odin's, but they also give more influence points now. So if you're just killing a giant and you're not even in a tournament, you're going to get a lot more influence points by doing Odin's. They also added influence points in the new savings pack. Now this is where I'm a little confused because my savings pack is normal. I don't know if that's because I already bought one. I'm not exactly sure what's happened, but I've seen some videos of some other people that have basically the savings pack is 10 levels of savings pack. And so you go through each level and it's $5 each level. So I don't know. I don't know why I don't have that available to me on my account. Do some of you guys have that available on y'all? So the 10 level one?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the 10 levels. Yeah.
Okay, so it is out there. Maybe it's because this is my account that's been ported that I don't have that, or maybe it's because I already bought, one. But for whatever reason, everyone else has the ability to buy 10 different savings pack, each one costing $5, and the rewards are ridiculous. In fact, let me see if I can show you guys just the rewards for some of these. Okay, so here's some of the rewards. Here's the first savings pack, 100 coins, and crossbow. This is pretty good stuff. This isn't that great. I wouldn't say this is worth $5, so I don't know if it actually, the first one is $5 or not. But then they get a lot better. You can see here in stage 2, we're talking about 1,000 silver coins. This is already getting quite a bit better. And then here's stage 3, 1,000 influence points. You don't need that if you're actively playing the game. But a full set of mage gear with a Nord sword and shield. This is really good rewards. And then here's the 4th stage. You got a fire dagger and a full set of assassin gear. Obviously the assassin and the rogue and the bandit have all been nerfed, so I don't know if this is as worth it as it used to be, but the fire dagger is still the best PvE weapon in the game. And then the poison bow, this other stuff, this is all good stuff. And then in stage 5, we're talking about another 1,000 silver, hammer, instigator, helmet. This starts adding up quickly to being really good stuff. Okay, so stage 6 has 600 coins. We've got a purple backpack. We've got a full set of heavy, 1,000 coins. So this is starting to, you can see that this is stuff that if you tried to just buy it, it's going to be worth a lot. So $5, it's starting to definitely be worth $5. And then you get to stage 7, where you basically are buying a fire bow and a Nord bomb. So this definitely is worth $5. So once you get to stage 7, there's no question. Even stage 6 with that purple backpack, it's definitely worth that $5 compared to what other things you can find on the shop. And then stage 8 is similar, mainly because you're getting a lot of coins now, and then you're also getting another set of full plate gear. This one actually is not nearly as good as stage 7. But then when you get to stage 9, you're talking about 4 of these books, 1,000 silver, one of these lock picks, and another full set. And then in stage 10, which is just crazy good, you're talking about getting 1,000 coins. The claw is not nearly as good as the helmet, which I'm thankful that they did not make it to where you can just buy the helmet, because the helmet is the best armor item in the game, PvP item in the game. But you do get a Nord bomb and you get a full set of instigator gear, so this is obviously worth $5. It would cost a lot more than $5 just to get an instigator set. And so this is, once you get to stage 7, you really should buy stage 8, 9, and 10. I don't know if it's worth it to do the first few stages, but definitely once you get through those. Once you get to stage 7, you should definitely buy. If you've already spent that much money, you should definitely spend 40 more bucks to get the rest, or you should definitely spend $20 more to get the rest of it. And then I don't think I mentioned this in my last video. You can probably just tell from this video that you can enter these zones even if it is not during that 5-minute window that they are open. You can come in here at any time. Anyone that was part of that zone initially will still be part of the zone. You can fight them if you want to, like if you matched with the team during the time and you're like, hey, we want to do some coordinated PvP. If you want to trade with someone during that time, this zone is free for you guys for the whole 2 hours. You can keep matching with each other over and over and over again. And so this is going to be a place that, I mean, obviously it is a permanent aggressive. You can't turn aggressive mode off. So it's a dangerous place to trade. But it's still like, if you know, you think, oh, our two teams can gang up on whoever else might come. We think we can do a safe trade here. It is a zone that you're locked into. And it honestly, I think this is going to make a great place for organized PvP when it's not, the crazy PvP of, when it's actually in the 5-minute window. A few other changes. You'll notice when you click the sneak button, it has that little, switches the animation, and obviously it also says stealth, but it does a little rotating on the look of that. They changed the repair table to be 150 coins. Obviously, it still says 145 for me. I think that's the same reason my savings pack is, but a lot of other people are reporting that they are getting 150 coins on their accounts for, basically to get the repair table. Apparently last update I missed a change where they added a sound when you drink water. In this update they added sounds when you place floor or place walls when you're building them. You can see up here at the top left that they changed the logo of the Frostborn game. We think that they changed how often enemies spawn when you're just at your base when you're AFK. We're not 100% sure on that because we didn't know the exact formula, but it seems like they might have changed it. You'll notice that right here at the top left, right there, that the Hell Citadel has a lot more light when you first. It's still normal, the same here, but we're pretty sure that's a new change. Okay, we're gonna go to Druid's Treasure because it's just awesome. Oh, there's a new look for the PvP zones that on the map that was different from the last time, the last update. And
people.
all right, there's people here.
Yeah.
All right. Come at me, bro. PC Master Race. Oh no. Oh no.
Dead.
That was
Nice.
fun.
Oh, Dragon, you come here. Stay here.
Oh, these guys.
That's so nice.
Who's this guy? Wow, that was quite the sound. What
Oh,
was-
present. Nice.
Alright, we're just gonna take that. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see if people get. Okay, y'all hear that sound? That sound effect is really loud. That's, I guess, the PC Master Race killed you guys earlier, so I think it is so funny that his name, and he's got a level 3 class. I think it's so funny that his name is PC Master Race and he plays a mobile game. I just think that cracks me up every time I see his name. You got the helmet? Oh wait, he had the Jorgen helmet. That's right. Oh my gosh. Can I see it? Oh my gosh, let's go repair that. Go repair it. Yeah. You know what? You should leave. He's gonna come back for that. Oh, do y'all don't have repair? Y'all don't have a repair bench. Give it
I
to me.
think he will come
Give it-
back to get backpack.
Give me the helmet and I'll go repair it.
Okay.
Oh, here. Right here.
Done.
Oh, nice, stud.
Okay, GG.
All right.
He had green gear.
Nice.
I'm nervous.
Right here. Oh,
Y'all can see, guys, this zone, even in the beta, is just swarming with PvP. Now, if you guys don't want to get killed by me, all you have to do is do what these guys did, where they just started, you know, they saw me and they were like, hey, please have mercy on us. And I don't kill anyone that asks for mercy. But a lot of people just attack us, especially PC Master Race. He killed tripled Lapple last time. And so I have the helmet. And so anyways, that is awesome. Getting that helmet is awesome. Are y'all trying to open the chest? That's the sound when you try to open the chest.
my
Should we
revenge.
go to Giant?
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, people. Here.
Oh, don't kill him.
Don't kill him,
Okay.
don't kill him. He's on the same team as the guys that asked for mercy. It's
Yeah.
funny because he's
He's back.
yeah, he can have his bag. Good fight.
Should we move to Giant? Oh, there is someone here.
Yeah, we can go to Giant, but this zone has way more people. This zone is so. I think Giant will have just as many people in. Does he have? He brought more gear.
GG.
I'm full.
We don't have time to go to Giant. We
Okay.
can't. We won't be able to travel there in time. I don't like that humming sound. I need to turn that down.
There is a bug when many people try to open in the same time. It happened to me.
Okay, y'all can see here that it takes 10 seconds to open this thing. It takes so long, and so no one's going to be able to get away with just going at it like that. There we go. So there's a loot. Hey, that's pretty impressive to see a purple in the
Oh.
druid. That impresses me. So, all right. Well, let's grab it. Let's go. I'm gonna go repair that Jorgen's helmet.
We can check the fire one. The Giant. Okay.
We can, but I have a theory that if you wait until the time's up, it just automatically deletes the loot, even if there was no one there. Because even in the very beginning, when I was doing this, so guys, you can see that they changed from my last hidden changes video. They changed the look on the mini map of the of what it looks like on the mini map, and I like the new ones. They look really cool, and so. I think it was a good change. Some people are reporting that there are still axe quests for Ingra's Forest and Crossy Mountain and the Crossroads, Rocky Crossroads. I do not see that in my axe, so I don't think that. I think they fixed that.
Invisible bugs.
Oh, they gotta fix this.
Oh,
When you're invisible, you're invincible. No one can target
I don't
you.
even see that. So they added a shield when you enter the tombs, but not when you leave the tombs.
I know, it's so weird. I think it's a mistake. I think they'll fix it. And I used to not mention mistakes like that, but I think that now that beta's open to everyone can see the, you know, they want you guys to come test it with them. And I really love that about the Frostborn devs, that they have opened this up to all of you guys. Now any of you can can get access to that. Any of you now have the potential of succeeding at being a YouTuber. You know, being able to get access to early release content like this was my big break in Last Day on Earth. And so now all of you guys have that ability to get this early access content and to show it off. And so if you've been interested in being a YouTuber, I strongly recommend checking out my video called YouTube is a Scam, or I don't know what I call it. I was scammed by YouTube, something like that. Before you decide to be a YouTuber, but if you decide to be a YouTuber, I think Frostborn is a good game to do it on. You have a lot of potential there. Now, some of you guys watched my last video and you said 668 changes. It didn't seem like that many changes. Guys, I don't have time like I did previously. I used to do these hidden changes videos and I would map out every single change. It'd be like, there's 100 changes here, and there's 100 changes here. I don't have time to do all of that now. I just realized it was a lot of work for very little reward. I would need to get like 100,000 views on each one of those videos to make it worth it. So I don't do that anymore. But I can tell you that those numbers represent things. For example, in the last video, there was a lot of changes in the chest at Odin's. There was a lot of changes in this video. There's a lot of changes at Newheim. I know that seems crazy that, you know, it's like, oh, but that's how I used to record it. I used to be like, okay, there's 50 changes on this and 50 changes on this, all the durability changes. In the last update, they added the durability marker on every weapon in the game. That's immediately 50 changes. So I don't know if you guys, some of you may not like the way that I count my hidden changes, but that is a tradition I've been doing for the last 3 years, and I'm going to keep doing it. So if you see these huge numbers, hundreds of hidden changes, just know that I've always done it that way. And the fact that I'm getting, because it used to be that I would only find a few, you know, like I'd find like 10 of them, but I would count every single one, and I'm finding more and more. And I feel like those changes, you may think, oh, you know, you're exaggerating the numbers, and don't get me wrong, I do get more views for it. But another thing that you keep in mind is that those numbers, the bigger numbers, also show how much the devs are putting work into the game, because they do a little tweak here. It may feel like nothing to us, but every single chest they change in Odin's is a change that they're making. And it shows, in my opinion, how much they care about the game. So that's why I number the hidden changes the way that I do. And now that you know that, you can decide whether or not you want to watch one of those videos or not, based on that information. So that's it, guys. That's this update. I think this is an amazing update. I think that they definitely need, the biggest thing that they need to work on is the balance changes. They really nerfed some characters that should not have been nerfed, and I think that was a big mistake by Kafir. But other than that, I think that these PvP zones are gonna be awesome, and they can always increase the loot later. I personally don't think they should increase the loot back to what it was until we first see what it's like in the global context. I personally think they're still going to be just teeming with tons and tons of PvP. I think they're going to be really fun zones, even with the loot that they have, because a lot of your mindset needs to be, well, okay, I'm not going for the loot necessarily. Some people can go for the loot. It's nice to get some extra purples, but the biggest thing that's going to make these zones worth your while is to think people are bringing loot to these zones. So that's it, guys. I hope that helps. I am really excited about this update. I can't wait until it releases. I can't wait to enjoy it with you guys. All right, see you next time.